Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man. Hey, we're back on Circle S Farms, which is in the upper Mississippi River Valley. I keep wanting to say bottom because there's one called Missouri River Bottom. No. This is not that one. I live streamed this last week. Well, Monday, I guess. It's still part. This is still this week. Last Monday, I live streamed this. We got quite a bit done. But as you know, I'm trying to work out course play on this, and I've had a little bit of help from some subscribers on what they're doing on this map. And so I've been pretty successful with most of the course play. Some of it is just almost impossible because of the shapes of the fields. Like, look at 24. When you look at 24 and you see at the north side of 24, you see all those little fingers of land coming down. Oh my God, it makes it almost impossible for the course play to get in there and do that. So, fields like that, but field 30, 31, the ones that are mostly square-ish, are not too bad. So, what I've done is I've went through and I've started to plow everything I could plow and plant things that I could plant and that kind of stuff. And we're gonna get into that today. I think probably the easiest thing is just to run around and see what my equipment's doing and get it restarted. So let's do that. It looks like I had this fella doing some plowing, but these fields, I tell you, the terrain is so nasty on them. If you don't have something that really flexes, you get that stuff over there, that jumpy stuff. And I can show you what I mean by that over in let's see, where are we? Is this on the farm? This is kind of on the farm. This field here, my seeder, I used 3 different seeders on this field to try to get it. But as I run through it, you'll see that there's, well, shoot, you can't really see it, can you? No, you really can't see it. I'm having trouble with machines that are hopping and skipping and jumping because of the terrain. So I've started to slow the equipment down to try to combat that, and it's worked somewhat. There are just some areas that have deep dips in them, and it's just not going to work. So I am using course play. Let's get that started here. And like I said, I've kind of slowed the equipment down. Let's see. Yeah, let's slow this thing down to about, I don't know, 15 maybe. And see if that helps out so it's not jumping so much. And let's see, what else have I got. Oh, this piece of equipment is funny. When you close out the game, if you don't fold this up, watch what happens. Now, it's a very good mod. It just has this one little issue. It's jumpy. Literally jumpy. So let me start my tractor up, and we're going to do that. It looks like something out of the Transformers. One of those things that comes whipping out of the sand at you. Yeah, it's funny. Alright, so it looks like I was doing canola here. Let me continue on with that. Get a little straighter run at it here. Now, this seeder does flex quite a little bit, but there's still places that it has trouble with. And I don't have a course here. Let's go into field 13. Oh, I gotta fix this. Let's go into field 13 and get up in it here. See if we can continue on with our canola. Alright, so Anna was harvesting here. This is field 15. I'm slowly harvesting all this junk-a-doodle-doo that was on the map when you buy it. The first version of this, you own every field, of course, and it was fairly well seeded. Every field had something on it. And you could slowly just harvest everything and make a ton of money. But then they changed to the second version of it, and when they did, you had to start a new save game. Well, when you come back in, you still own all the fields, but very few of them were seeded. And when they were, it was pretty much corn and millet. with some soybeans mixed in here and there. But not very many of them were actually done that way. We're actually seeded. And I guess in the next iteration, you're not going to come in owning all the fields. So let's get this guy started. Let's go and get our truck going here. No course loaded. Do I have a course? No, I didn't make one yet. Okay. Didn't make one yet. Let's do a field 13. Got to do a field 14, looks like. Field 14. And let's see. Field 15. I don't have... Like I said, I'm kind of working my way through these fields because they all have to be plowed at some point. Let me get rid of some of this. Let's see, we've got... let's put this in 12. Let's put this in 13. So yeah, I've been working on it, and I've been able to make Courseplay work fairly well. You know, it's a good mod. I need to go in and see if there's an update. They seem to update it every other day. Now, if you look at what they're actually updating, sometimes it isn't anything of consequence. Sometimes it's just somebody goes in and changes something. They could change file folders or something that's of no matter, and that creates a new download, of course. All right, I need 23 and 31. Speaking of mods and that kind of thing, I better get my ass out of the way here. Hang on, slow down. Goodness. Who's driving that anyway? Let's go take a look. James Calistro is doing that. Speaking of patrons, as you guys know, when I've got equipment running, you guys are my patrons are actually working with me. You got Alan Clark working here, and so yeah, these Rose Crowder's doing this. These people that are in these tractors and combines and stuff are my patrons, and I want to thank them for the support they give me. I appreciate it a lot. I got a shout out here for 3 of the ones that are brand spanking new. I got one this morning that joined my patrons. His name is Steve Jones. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I've got Harold Teague, and then I've got Mervyn Gilmore. Those are my 3 newest patrons. Thank you all very much. I appreciate the support. And let's see, where am I going with this? You got to be careful on this farm, because if you don't get a place where you can cross the ditches, you're in trouble. Okay. Let's go ahead. What field is this? This is field 15. Let's save this little puppy. Truck to silo. Earth to Major Tom. Alright, we'll let him go. Let's move along. Uh-oh. I thought I got this guy started. What? What's he doing way out in the middle here? That's weird. Has he got a course going? He does. Well, I'm going to let it go and we'll clean it up later, I guess. Alrighty. I was going to show you what I was talking about with the equipment jumping. Oh, by the way, I set up a course over here. I'll show you in a minute. I'll come back and show you this course here. I put in a storage system here in this little lot. I'll come back and show you. I want to show you what this one field looks like that I was talking about, and the reason why I'm having a little bit of trouble with the equipment jumping and skipping. I'm running out of daylight here. Now, places like that right there in this field, that's pretty common because I'm using Courseplay right there. I could have cleaned that up and I didn't. That's not what I'm talking about. Let me show you. On the main farm was one that was really bad. And like I said, I slowed it way down to about 12. Uh-oh, I got a place that I missed right here. Oh, I see what it's doing. Yeah, this stuff on the corners here, that's pretty common. Because it's circling around. But see that? Look at that field. That's what I'm talking about, right there. If you don't have a piece of equipment that flexes really well, this is what you're going to get. And I think a part of it was because I think I went too fast. And it was just jumping. The piece of equipment was just popping and jumping and just missed a whole ton of area there. Alright, let me put this thing down. Oh crud, I forgot. I've got that stupid... If I don't shut the engine off. Let me go show you. I put in a grass course here in this area right here. There's quite a bit of grass here, and I think it'll be fine. You know, I just kind of threw this thing together. It's missing a little bit of area here, but I'm still getting plenty of grass. I've already got... Well, I don't know how much I've got, but we can look real quick on the grass. Just from this one little area here, I've got 500,000 already. We got plenty of straw. So, yeah, even though it doesn't look like much, this little field right here, I just ran a couple of trips on it and got 500,000 tons of grass. So that's not bad. I'll take it. Here goes the sunlight. Look at the stars coming up there in the horizon. Alright, so we'll just wait for this to regrow. And then we'll make another run. By the by, I'm taking the distilled stuff, which I don't think I have any. I took it all. And I took it to the main farm, put it in my storage that I have there. So I modded this thing here. This thing holds everything I could think of, but it didn't hold the distilled corn because, well, I've never had it before on any other farm. So I put it in there. And Scorpion helped me do it. I was going to do it anyway because I'm lazy. But Scorpion's running this map more than I am, and he'd already done it, so he helped me with it. Alrighty then. I guess everything's going okay. We're just waiting for little sunlight. What's going on here? Is he actually... Rose, are you actually done? Let's see. Yeah, see those corners where they are rounding. You'll get a little bit of a... Oh, there we go. I've lost daylight. But it's coming back. Let's see what we're looking like here. 13. It looks pretty solid. It looks pretty solid. So we've got 12 and 13 are seeded. I'm harvesting this one right now. That needs to be, well, I don't know. All right, 14 needs to be seeded. This one here that I'm working on here, plowing will need to be seeded. This one's being plowed. 30's ready to go, I think, as well as 27. 24's been seeded. I need to get up and do 26. 25 needs to be plowed. 29 and 28, that's basically, that looks like one field, but it's not. So I'm just kind of working my way around with the plow, and as I do, I'm seeding. So I guess this did a good enough job. I might just leave it the way it is. I don't know if I can get out down here or not. I'm going to try. There's quite the ditch there, as you can see. Is there a culvert right there? Oh, sweet. I can get out right there. And I can run right into 14. I think 14 has been plowed. Yeah, 14's been plowed. So let's run in over there. As soon as I can find a way to get in. Oh my God, look at that ditch. Is that a spot right there? I think it is. I think I can get in right here. Look at the terrain on that, man. It's just nasty. Nasty. All right, let's see. What do I have on 14? 14. Anything? I had a seed. What? Why do I have a seed on 14? Have I seeded it already? That's odd. I don't even have a plow on 14. But it's been plowed. Huh. That's a shocker. Where does it start? I don't think it starts there. It starts in the northeast. Northeast. That would be up there. It is up here. That's where it starts, right there. Let me make sure this isn't seeded, because why would I have a seed thing made up if I didn't actually seed it? No, I haven't. That's strange. Huh. Maybe I did this in anticipation of seeding it. Alright, before I get started with that though, first of all, let's choose a fruit. We're going to choose a fruit here. How about well, let me see what I've got. That might help. Prices. Okay, I don't have any wheat. I know I've seeded some. Barley I just seeded a while back. I've got canola seeded. Sunflowers, soybeans, corn. I got corn. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's do either. Do we have other fruits? Not really. Not really. Oh, wait a minute. What's that over there? Yes, we do. We got millet and spelt and triticale and whatever that is and oats. I may have messed that up. Is that hops? That's hops, I think. And that's spelt. And that's distilled poo-poo. No, distilled corn. I think that's a kernel of corn right there with a corn cob or something and a smelly thing on it. So, what have I done? I'm getting confused because I'm seeding too many. I'm seeding too many fields. So let me see if I can jump back here and see what I've seeded. Well, it's not really telling me, is it? 13 is canola, 12 is barley. It is telling me. I lied. We got whatever's here. Is that barley? We got wheat there. So 24 is in what? Sunflower seeds? I do need some wheat, but I think I'm going to wait for these bigger fields on the wheat. Let's do some oats or soybeans, one of the two. Let's do some oats. This is not a real huge field. So we're going to do some oats here. I'm going to go get my pick 'em up truck. Run that over there. Get it to where it's full. I don't want a half full seeder. My wife made me some iced tea before I started. She asked me if I wanted a straw, and I said, oh yeah, I want a straw. And then I got to thinking, oh, that means while I'm recording, you're going to hear me sucking out of a straw. When I hit the bottom, I want every little drop, so I'm going to make a big noise. She just laughed. Told me I was stupid, which I know that already. Just kidding, she doesn't tell me that. She sometimes tells me I'm childish, and I can be. But hey, everybody should be a little childish once in a while. Just because I'm an old fogey don't mean I can't have fun. Doesn't mean I can't giggle once in a while or hug a teddy bear. Alrighty then, let's get this truck out of the way. Can we drive through there? Hey, kinda. Alright, get this thing going. Unfold your wings there. And we'll get this party started. Alright, here we go. This is it. Hang on tight. Yeah, you notice I've slowed this down to about 12 just to kind of combat some of that terrain issue that I was having earlier. This one's 36 meters. It doesn't have to be terribly fast, and it'll still do a field, you know, in a good amount of time with that kind of coverage. All right, who do we have driving this? Lee Roberts is driving this seeder. Got Craig Dodds in the truck, and he's empty. Where's he going? He must have just emptied. And then, oh, Harold, one of my new patrons, is going around in circles here. Let's see if we can't help him out a little bit. Here you go, sir. Thanks for your help. Cool. See, Coursplay's doing this now. Look at this field. It's got this great big gash in it, and outside of that spot right there, which I don't know what happened. Actually, I think I do. I think he ended up in that ditch right there on that move, and I just moved him over, and told myself I would finish that later, which I will, hopefully. But outside of that, he's doing a pretty good job. That's a separate field over there in that corner. Alrighty then. James is done with field 15. Very good. Let's get him started here. Okay, well, it looks like he did a pretty good job cleaning this field up. Let me get this. And I don't know if you noticed, but again, there's another millet field right behind me that needs cutting. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this millet. Almost every field had millet on it. While I'm waiting for the truck to empty me here, which is Craig, let me grab that fellow right there. That guy. Let's grab him. Collect that straw. Sorry, I had a sneezing fit. Almost wrecked my tractor. What's that all about? Alright, let me head down this way. I think that's where we're at. Great demand at Miller Seed and Feed for wood chips, which I don't have any. I might have to plant a poplar whatcha-dinger to get some wood chips. We'll see. I haven't even thought about any kind of production. Is that my turn? How do I get in that field? That's not where I'm supposed to be. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I don't know if I can flip this thing or not. I better wait till I get a crossroads. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go... What was in the middle of that field that was red? I swear I saw something. There, what is that? Oh, there's water in here. I don't know what that is. That's weird. Right in the middle of the field, there's a big mud hole. Well, if it rained and you had a low area, that's what would happen. Right, I went the wrong way. I needed to go north-ish. So let me run up that way. I should have a combine on this field next to me, but I don't know what number the field is. It doesn't seem to have a number on it. And somebody told me they found there was a field I thought was missing, but somebody told me it's here. It just doesn't show up on the map. The number doesn't. Can't remember which one it was, but it had to do with when I was selling everything on the other side over there. Looks like 42. I couldn't figure out where 42 is, and they told me that it's there. It's just the number doesn't show up. So I'm not quite sure. It might be that field that I'm talking about that doesn't have a number on it, that we just drove by, that had the millet on it. The millet on it. Now, I have quite a bit of straw, and I haven't checked this version of the map out. I started playing the first version, and then I moved to the second version, which required me to start a new game. And then, of course, when they're done with what they're working on now, I'll have to start another new game. But I don't know. I had put in a few placeables, like compost machine, that kind of thing, and I don't know if I have a compost maker now. Let's spread this thing out, and let's see, this is what is this, field 15, and I need to do that harvest right there. So I'll just let him go. And who do we have doing this? Chris Baldwin is working the straw today. Let me get this fella. I'm going to see if I can mosey him over into that field over yonder. Let's get rid of that, start him up. That's quite the ditch over there. Can I get out over here? There's a road here that I can get out of if I can stay out of the water. And then mosey on over to field 16. Yep, there's a way in right there. And I'm going to save myself a little work by let's head up. We'll stay this way. No, let's go up in that corner. Oh, there. I'm going to try to save myself a little work. And now wait a minute. Let me go back to that other one and I'll show you what I've been doing. This one, one of my subscribers suggested that this is what he's doing to make Courseplay work a little bit better on this map. And that is to use a different way of setting it up. Let me get exactly in this corner here with my combine. Alright, so now normally you'd look at this field right here and say, hey, that's in the southeast. Although parts of it is actually farther south than this area. So if I said this is the southeast, it's going to say no, the southeast is over here because it's further east and south than where I'm sitting. So one of the things you can do is to go ahead and generate your course and choose what was this, field 16 I think. Yeah, field 16. So you choose your field. Uh, 13.2 starting location. Now instead of doing southeast, you go through until you get to current vehicle position. The starting direction now is automatically taken care of, and you're required to do at least one one headland. I'm going to do 2, just to be on the safe side because I don't want to get caught in any of these ditches. And then you do this right here, 13.2, and you say field 16 harvest in the southeast heading west, 13.2 times 2. Now you don't have to do what I'm doing here. I just had a subscriber tell me that's how he does it, and it keeps everything really organized, and so it seems to be working for me. So there you go. So now you start right at that location, and let's get on with it. And then once I get in it, I'll just drive the course, and it takes over. And it seems to work pretty good. So there you go. This is Stefan working this combine here, and then of course we're going to need our truck over there. And it's still millet, so we can still do millet. Let's get rid of that though. And then I got to do a new course. So let's find our culvert here. The Case Steiger, that's the big bud buster, is done with this plowing job. Alright. We'll get in here. I'm going to let that go for now, and I'm not going to do a route right at this moment. We'll let him finish. And let's get I want to get some grass going here. So let's whoop this guy around. Whoa, steady there, steady. So it looks like some of the grass has come back. So I'll go ahead and start the course. Up yonder. Holy smokes. Don't get carried away. Don't get cocky, kid. Alright, so we're going to start the course right here. Let him go. And let's see, where is he at? Because I could be using him. Wee-haw. Woo! I love it. I love this combine. Can you imagine doing that in real life? Just flying with a combine? Holy smokes. It'd be scary. Yeah, it'd be terrifying. Let me see if I can get through this ditch here. I was going to try to jump it, but I would have really got in trouble if I had done it. Oh, I'm going to knock some signs down. Let me see if I can serpentine between them here. There's another one. If I knock them down, you can stop your game, start again, and they'll come back. Right, I'm going to do this field right here. And I'm probably going to have trouble with those stupid poles there. So I might have to do a quick headland here. But I'm actually out of time right now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and close the episode here. I hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like. Share it with a friend. Subscribe if you have not. I would be a happy camper if you did. And I'll see you back again in either a live stream or the next episode. Happy farming.